What is up, guys? You're watching Tom Trips Out. This is a live stream. I just took a van bus thing to Kep. It's like a half-hour drive from Kampot. And this is right where it drops you off. It's kind of at just the beginning of a hill that goes down here to the water, to the ocean. Right there's the water. And that's the main beach, is just right down there. You know, and then along the shore, my hotel is just behind these trees. But I haven't checked into the hotel yet because it's about noon right now. And you don't check in till 2. So I'm gonna go walk towards, so that's the beach. And to the left, about a kilometer, 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers that way is like the town of Kep, where there's more city center and things to look at. And my plan is, I looked on a map, there's a mini Independence Monument in town, a really shrunken down version in the center of the town of Kep. It's just like the Independence Monument in Phnom Penh. So we're starting here where the vans and buses drop you off, and I have videos here from 3 years ago, but it's been that long since I've come down here, and I can see they've added a lot. This whole thing was not there. 3 years ago, that was not here, this center monument thing here. And we've got all these places, I'll just show you. It's tons of hammocks. They've got little toy trumpets and stuff. And so you chill in there in a big group, and they'll come around and bring you food and snacks and fruits and so let's go over to the beach. I think from over here we can see my hotel. It's kind of a swankier hotel too. I usually only spend 15 or 20 a night, and the hotel I'm going to is like 50 a night because I picked also like a sea view room. Let's see. Yeah, so you can kind of see part of it. This is my hotel, that white building there. So like that could be my room, like one of these squares, because I have one of the rooms with the balcony facing the river, the ocean, I mean. So it could be like one of those top 4 there. Greetings, Kathy. But again, I'm not checking in there, and I'm gonna make a video on that hotel this afternoon, but with my real camera, not a live stream, like film a real one. And during that video, then I'll come outside and say, look where it is, and then part of it will be the beach here. So this afternoon, I'll make a hotel video, and in that video, we'll be including the beach. So I'll focus more on the beach in that video, but we're gonna walk by it right now. I wanna keep moving. 3 years ago, none of this was here. All this setup and everything, that was not. It was just empty sand when I came here 3 years ago. And so if you come sit here right away, they'll come out and drop menus down. It's kind of expected you have to buy something, but you know, you probably were going to anyways, you know, you need a drink or something. Gotta remember not to move too fast. Sometimes I whiz by too fast. We can't see anything. My phone's battery is going fast too. I noticed, I can't see the number right now, but earlier today it was like, I'd look down and 5%'s gone, and then another 10%. It's like something wrong with it. It's draining fast, so we'll do as much as we can. Someone's asking, how far is it from Kampot? It was a half-an-hour drive in a van. But, you know, they're not going 100 kilometers an hour, so it's probably like 20 kilometers away or something. You can probably rent all this stuff, right? Or buy it. Jet ski, little boats. What most people do, and what I would recommend that you do when you come to Kampot and then you're gonna plan a day trip to come here to Kep, you would hire a tuk-tuk guy, right? And he's your guy the whole day. He's with you the whole day, and at the end of the day brings you back home again and all that. And that is probably something like $25 or $30, and he's your guy like for the whole day going there, and like throughout the day. Like you're at the beach and he'll just chill in his own tuk-tuk and wait for you, and then you're like, and take us to the center of town, and then now take us over to the salt field, and now like he's just your guy all day. But I decided not to do that because I'm staying overnight. So if I take a Kampot tuk-tuk driver and make him drive me here, he's stranded here, or he has to drive back like without a fare. You know what I mean? Because I'm staying over tonight, or he would have to like sleep in his tuk-tuk overnight, and then knowing that I'll guarantee him I'll use him again to get home the next day, and then he at least gets 2 fares out of it. But because I knew I wasn't coming back, I just took, I paid one of those van services, like the same way. It's like a 15-person van, and it was only $5. But I got to pay $5 again to get back, so it's going to be at least 10, and that's the cheapest. But now while I'm here, I'll have to order tuk-tuks or find, like I don't have a guy now. I don't have my own personal driver, so it's better to do the tuk-tuk thing, and then you're supporting a guy too. And then also we're not even including that. Your driver is like your tour guide. He's telling you stuff, and they're pretty funny, and they know history and information, and they can translate for you and all that. She's selling fruits. Hello. No thanks. And I took out cash, so I'm ready to not interrupt the stream if we want to buy something. And I'm thinking barbecued squids down here somewhere. Past all this, there'll be, there should be locals right on the shore, like people with grills and people with all kinds of seafood stuff. This is all new too. It's hard to catch everything when I'm walking by. Of course, a big loud farm equipment has to be here right now. See all these little orange roofs all along here? None of those were here, whatever you call those. Three years ago, none of that was here. Also, all this stuff up here to hang decorations and the scaffolding, like none of all that was here. All this stuff. Now they can, probably at night it becomes a beautiful lit up walking street. I can get some clips of that later when it's dark. Hello. Bunch of monks in there. What I want is something easy to eat that doesn't get my fingers all dirty and everything. So like barbecued squids on a stick would be really good, because then you just hold them up and bite it off, and it's not dirty or messy. Verse says, go up behind Veranda Hotel. Yeah, some other people have been mentioning that place. I have this other plan really early in the morning, tomorrow morning, like 5 a.m. if I can do it. I want to go over to the crab market, the famous crab market, but show up at like 5 a.m. or 5:30 when they're unloading all their catch, and it'll be some action there. And I'm hoping that it will be. I could just get there and nothing's happening and it's still dark or something like. But I want to go super early and make a video about the crab market and go through the whole market, but get there so early that I catch them unloading and setting it all up. And then that's tomorrow morning. But tonight for dinner, I might go there there's restaurants right at the crab market, and get like a big seafood platter for dinner now tonight. And because I'm only here for one night, so I have to do it backwards. So I'll be like, because in the crab market video, I could put in having a dinner at one of those restaurants at the crab market, but it'll be like the night before I was having the dinner. Following morning, I go there super early in the morning. But I can edit the video in any order I want, right? So it can be like the morning catch and the setting it up, and then it just cuts to me going in one of the restaurants there for dinner. Like, who cares? This looks nice. Like built into the hillside here. I remember I have a playlist called Kep where I was here 3 years ago, and I have videos, and on a bicycle I went down here and down, and that time I like strapped the phone to my body while I was on the bicycle, so you could see like a bike ride. Here's a mermaid statue. This is more like the beach I remember when I was here. See how there's like nothing here? That's what it looked like 3 years ago. And the water was so warm. It's almost creepy how warm it is. It's like warmer than bath water. So that's actually what I was talking about. What if I should buy them here? I kind of wanted a giant one. Those squids was exactly what I was talking about. I just have a feeling, I looked on a map and there's like a seafood place just where the road curves up there. And I think it could be better. They'll have in the pictures on Google, let's look at the statue. The pictures on Google of that seafood place just a little bit more down the road, they had everything, like big crabs and prawns and clams and all kinds of stuff going on. And the one we just walked by where we looked at it, it was just a young kid with like 2 things of squid there. But also they were kind of the normal size ones. They would have been good, but sometimes you can get these big, like it's just one squid on a stick because the squid is so big. And those are good. Here's this mermaid thing. We're at the ocean, man. There's that place we were looking at in the hillside, but now we can step back and see more. Sorry. They're trying to get a shot over there. That's my hotel, that little white one there. So let's keep going into the city center. There's like along the way too, there's like a big park in the middle, and I think that's like their city hall, or their like kind of their center thing. So we'll walk by that, and then the road continues, and it finally gets to like this mini Independence Monument, and that's sort of the goal of this video, to make it to there. And see what we see along the way. Hello everyone. Is it sunset or sunrise view? I would say sunset. Maybe someone else answer. For some reason I think it's sunset. Oh, someone. Oh, you gave me a heart attack again. Dating Guru, you did that before. Thank you so much. Dating Guru just put a super thanks donation in, and I saw the number first before the currency. That says 400, and I almost fainted. But it's Thai baht, which is still extremely generous. Thank you. It's like 12 or 13 US or something. Thank you so much. Here's some more. So I knew that kid wouldn't be the only guy in town. So we'll get some up ahead maybe. It's like everybody's got them. like if you came here and you had a couple friends and you grabbed a few of those styrofoam plates, you grab a seat here. Big tour bus. God, that's annoying. Just scream some more. So they've got shady places to chill all along here. I just want to find like the bigger restaurant, probably where all these people are buying. They walk down there and buy it from them too, and then they sell it for more down here. And they're hoping I won't make it all the way down there, maybe. They all look good. I haven't seen any huge ones yet, though. Huge squids. Yeah, dating guru is not Thai, but they live there. I heard Thailand has new rules on the visa exemption, you know, where you can just show up without getting a visa if you're from one of those like 90 countries. And if you do it more than twice in a year, on your third time, they might deny you unless you have a very good reason, because people are using that to get around like getting long-term visa. They come for 60 days and then extend it one more month. And that's the max you can do. Then they leave for 1 week and then come right back in and start the cycle again. And it's not people like you or me that they're worried about, but they still deny you if you, because now that's the rule. But it's mainly to catch criminals and the scam people and the gangs. They all take advantage of that loophole, so it's to crack down on that. But also people that are coming there pretending they're tourists and they just keep recycling that thing, and they're working. You're not supposed to be working if you're just on a visa exemption. You have to have a special visa for that. So look at the ocean here. There's no more beach left, but we're oceanside. It's like sparkling down here. Yeah, you can see that. And hey, if you want to be like dating guru and help support, you can press the $ icon and send any amount. I really appreciate it. Or if you have a request or a question. This hotel is like 50, and I'm gonna get some seafood later, so any little bit helps contribute. But even just watching and pressing like is a big deal. Thank you for being here. Whoops. Okay. Look here, there's like a house up there. You could probably sit in here too under the shade, and that would have a nice view out here too. I saw these things I might do the next time when I'm back in Kampot. People have been asking for a motorbike rental place, and I found this adventure tours company that does motorbikes, but they also have like ATV quad bikes, and they have jet skis, and they have these things, they're calling them boat carts, and it's basically like a, you know, like a go-kart, but in the water. So it looks like you're sitting in a boat, but it's so small that only one person could sit in it. It's kind of like jet ski, but in the shape of a boat, because you actually sit inside it with a little steering wheel, but it's only big as a jet ski maybe. And they're fast, and you drive around, so it's like having a go-kart on the water really fast. And anyway, that could all be in one video, like mental and quad bike and water sports or something. I don't know, but the title has to be all packed in. Because I'm not even really interested in actually renting a motorbike, but we could stand there in front of them, see what bikes they have and all the rules and how much it costs, and then right beside will be like ATVs and quad bikes, and maybe he'll let me just roll down the street for one shot or something. I don't have to actually rent one. And then that boat thing, I'm actually interested in that, the go-kart boat. And then I would actually say, throw one of those in the water, let's do it. And there was like 3 different levels of these boats. I think they must just go faster and faster, or maybe they're for ones for a different weight. Like if you're just a kid, you can get the cheap one. But I'd probably get the most expensive one just because if I'm gonna do it. And I think it's like 50 bucks. But I don't know if that's for 1 hour or for the whole afternoon or what, but. So I'm looking into that and planning that soon. So this crab actually, because I'm only here for 24 hours and I might not walk down here again later. So while I have my camera here, I might just, it doesn't matter. I can get a good photo off the internet and zoom in on it. I was gonna maybe get a little clip of this blue crab here. This is a famous like monument here. But it's not near the crab market. The crab market's like 2 kilometers away from where we started this live stream. Whatever, I can find clips or really nice pictures of that thing online anyway and put it in the video of the crab market video. I think there were some like fisherman piers coming up too down here, so maybe that's where I'll buy a squid from. Looks like the vendors have all stopped. Really epic views here, I'm noticing, hey? I spent a lot of time looking on Google Maps, like where I'm walking right now. It's like I almost recognize it, like I was on Street View. And I think coming up, this looks very local, so I'm not so comfortable walking. But it's more of these hammock places. It's like overhang with 100, 200 hammocks hanging under there. And you like grab a spot with your group and they'll come serve you snacks and food and drinks and stuff. But that's a place where there's likely no English, or especially out here in Kep. I want to see a grill with it, so I can just say that, like point at that. One of these, give me that. I don't want to sit down and go through the role playing of what am I ordering and all that. I probably got tricked because they labeled it on Google Maps. This was labeled as a seafood restaurant, and it's just a bunch of places, hammocks hanging. And I imagined it like street food, like a bunch of street grills all along and giant squids there. And it's really windy too. Sorry if you can hear that. And there should be a big park very soon. That's kind of like their city hall or their town square. Yeah, I think we're coming up to the park right now. Well, if the phone lasts, we'll go to that Independence Monument and then we'll walk back and then I'll buy squid. Because now I walk by them all and there's no more now. I guess it's not a big deal to buy squid. It's more important to see all this. So here's the park. We'll go across and look in there, but you can see there's different, there's a statue of a bird or something in the middle there. There's another like dark red one in the middle of the screen there. I think there's a bunch of little statues and a garden and nice buildings we can go check out here. It's a beautiful day. That's why I booked this. I was looking at the weather for something else the other day, and it caught my eye. Holy cow, Saturday. And it really stood out because it shows you 10 days and all of them have thunder clouds, and Saturday just had this bright sun. And then I look at Sunday and it had a rain cloud image, but the rain doesn't start tomorrow, Sunday, until like 8 at night. So basically all Sunday is beautiful too until night, except at nighttime it's gonna rain. But so today's Saturday, so it's like all day today, all day tomorrow is gonna be like how it is right now. So then I opened up my Agoda app and there was these like major deals for this place, so I took it. Yeah, it was supposed to be like 67. My room I'm staying in, I'm getting it for like 51 or something. I get like $15 or $16 off, so I thought, okay, let's go for it. You guys have been donating to me a lot too, so I gotta put it back into the videos and show you cool stuff. When I do hotel tours, maybe some people are sick of seeing that level where it's always a $12 shithole, you know? Because maybe people that are like my parents, or maybe you're a little bit slightly more well off or middle class, or you're only visiting and you don't have to worry about like living here forever and you want to have a nice vacation. You might be looking at rooms that are like 50, 55 or 60 a night. And then my channel would never help you because I'm staying in all the really low budget ones. So like tonight we're in a good one. And I'm expecting a good payday next month too, so it's okay. I can fit it in, do it just for one night every once in a while. That's what I do too, being a really single guy. Because I don't have a girlfriend to have to waste money on, you got to take yourself out on a date sometimes, or reward yourself for it. Take a look at yourself and say, hey, you worked really hard the last couple of months, bro. Good job, whatever. Let's go to Kep. Pumping out videos. Yeah, so this says Kep Provincial Hall. It's beautiful here. I could see myself living here even. Like the real negative thing everyone says is, oh, it's so quiet. Like you're the only one around, and like the only people you could interact with probably will always be tourists who are only there for a few days. And like if I lived here, I mean, like you'd meet people at the bar and, yeah, we're leaving on Thursday. You know, like everyone you meet is so temporary, and like people already say that about Kampot, and this is like the tiny, even more country like version of Kampot even. So it's, if Kampot was too quiet for you, then definitely Kep's way too quiet for you. But I love quietness, and maybe in a few years maybe it'll be like the same as Kampot, but just different, just on the ocean, you know? I like how it's oceanside. These big hills are epic too, like in the background. Anyways, let's keep on going. We have to find that Independence Monument. Now, I remember seeing on the map, it's like up this road, there's 2 roads, and if we take the second one, yeah. So this whole time we've been walking from way down there along this road that way for the last like kilometer. And now getting to this park, we've been going along there. We want to turn left and go up here. And like the second road, turn right. And that should take us all the way to that'll bring us to the Independence Monument, or really close to it. Like close, I think it might not be on that street, but we'll be able to see it. Whoa. Look at the size of that curb. It's like 2 feet. Okay. So there's the first street up here. I think it was the second right. I like studied a map before I left. And they go to the same place. I could take the first right here too, but I remember telling myself to take the second one. Even right here is nice, big walkway. So that's the first road, and there's a second road apparently. This is cool. This is like for drainage. See these holes here? So like the rain can go down there. So it's probably a big trough underneath my feet right now. The rain rolls down this hill and it won't flood at the bottom because it'll go into this canal, these like ditch in the sidewalk here. What are you guys saying? Oh, nice. You guys are just talking to each other. I've not been to Angkor Beach yet. Someone's asking if I have. No, I haven't. Another way you can support the channel and you actually get something out of it is I have a members section, and you can see a few of the people in the chat room have a special icon beside their name. Verse and Dating Guru. They're members. Tom Trips Out member. It's $4.99 and it's basically extra videos, and I've been doing it for like a year and a half, so there's like 200 videos there. You could go binge, and if you quit after 1 month, that's fine. Any little bit of support is amazing. So consider becoming a member. You get extra stuff, what I'm eating, behind the scenes. You get scheduled videos early. I haven't seen a second road. Maybe this is it. Damn. I don't want to turn back because that's boring. Let's keep going. There's supposed to be two roads. Like when we saw the first road, there should have just been another road like straight after it. There's more roads coming up here. We're almost there too. Like on the way to the Independence Monument, we'd be like 90% there now. Once we turn right, it's like 2 or 3 blocks. So we're really close. Trying to find the mini Independence Monument. And it should be more like a downtown. I have never been there. I always stayed around the beach area 3 years ago. I guess now I know I should have bought squids off those people I walked by. Release the hounds. Yeah, someone's saying this would be good to ride a bicycle. Yeah, it's true. There's just a lot of hills, so half the time, when you're going uphill, it sucks. I'm walking uphill now, and I'm feeling it. Okay, let's turn right finally. I just hope that it's not a dead end because we've gone too far this way now. That one looks like it curls around going in the wrong way, and it's probably to where people live and stuff. And if you have any questions about moving here or becoming a teacher, I've got links below to the TEFL program I took here. It's in the country, and they line you up with a job coming out of it. It takes 4 weeks. They do a class every month. It's called AVSE. You can go look into it. I have links below, and they've got lots of info on the website. If you already have your TEFL or you're getting it some other way, they have a program that's only 9 days just to help get you a job. So just go look into everything they have to offer. And if you go for it, just mention Tom Trips Out. Luke says we miss you. Tom, you should have driven a moto. Yeah, I know, I'm lost. We went too far on that other road. I was trying to walk to the mini Independence Monument. This is the right direction. I think we're just too far up. We'll see. And there's nothing to look at here. I didn't know what I'd be expecting to walk into. I'm starting to see building tops in the distance. That's the thing, Google Maps is wrong sometimes. Like, it'll say there's businesses that have been closed for years, and it'll say it's there, that it's open. It'll show roads that saying it's a road, it's really just a dirt path. Or it won't show any roads at all, and when you get there, there is a little road. And like Google said there was no way to go through there. Like, so, because we're way out in rural, who knows where, it's not that accurate. That statue is of a Buddhist god. It looked Buddhalicious. 'Cause my statue's too Buddhalicious for you, babe. Dude, we out here. Where the hell are we? And now the room has a lot of people too. This is the right direction. I'm just too far. I think we should be like a couple blocks to the right. Or someone saying, I want to get retired earlier at age 56 in 2 years from now. I think Cambodia or Vietnam are more affordable for me. Yeah, if you're thinking Vietnam, you have to have a degree. Well, I don't know about maybe the retirement visa you could do. Geez, even if though I'm on the wrong road, I thought I would be able to see, oh, it's there, like, you know what I mean? And it's right over that fence, like, I'm seeing like nothing around me. I looked on the map, it's supposed to be kind of like the town, and then there's a mini Independence Monument. It'll be funny if we just come over the hill and it's right there. How long am I in Kep for? Just one night. Tom, what's the current socioeconomic situation like for the average Cambodian? Well, there's big divide. The middle class is actually growing, so that's good. But the real answer to that question in general is it's really bad for the average Cambodian. They probably make like 400 a month or something. The average one, and maybe less, but if you checked like 20 years ago compared to now, there's way more Khmer people that are educated and in higher positions and going to work in a suit. And I think that's what it comes down to. There's a bigger population of Khmer people that are more higher educated than ever before. So it's getting better, but it's pretty bad. Like, there are a lot of people that are very poor and struggle a lot. What is Cambodia? It's funny you should ask. I just made a video about that 2 days ago. It's very easy to date, but the video, you might be disappointed. It's about having a serious relationship and leading towards marriage and what the family expects from you, the woman's family, and the culture here around dating to marry someone. But you're speaking more about casual dating. It's basically the same as anywhere else. It's just way less public displays of affection. Here, they're a little more conservative, but there's dating apps and you take them out and then they, same shit. Often, you can date a better looking woman here than you could back home because I don't know. They like the idea of dating a foreigner or being taken out everywhere, and some do. Someone says, my wife was an architect with Peng Huth. She was making 1K per month. Do they speak French, like Vietnamese? There's some I've seen that before, but it's not really. You don't see that much. Some of them might know. There's a lot of French expats here that start businesses, and then maybe the Khmer people who work there or close to there, they might know a little bit of French because they have to keep dealing with the French people that are coming through. Like, so I've seen some French bakeries and stuff like that where there's lots of French writing, but wow, we got a really full room. Thanks everyone for joining in and watching. If you like Cambodia stuff, if you've never seen me before, I've had this channel for like 4 years. You should just do the normal subscribe. It's free. And then I organize stuff into playlists, so you don't have to go scroll and sift through all the videos you don't care about that I made. And maybe you're someone that really likes apartment videos. I have a playlist just for that. Or if you want to see only ones in Siem Reap, I have videos on that, or so on and so on. I have ones about teaching, ones about how to ... how to open a bank account, how to find your work clothes. Like, it's just a bunch of different videos on how to do the stuff you need to do here. And then that's why to go sifting through all this garbage and old live streams and stuff. There's hotel tours, restaurant tours, like little trips I did. I have some playlists in Vietnam too. Wow, it's windy. Someone says, do you think it's possible to find part-time teaching jobs? Holy, the wind. With shifts 7:30 to 11:30. That's like what I would want too. I'd say like 90% of the demand and opportunity is all between like 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. So you're making a really hard struggle for yourself to limit yourself to that time frame. Because part-time would be more tutoring outside of that student's normal school schedule. So you can't expect to meet with them when they're at normal school. You know what I mean? They're at school during the day, and then they'll see you online after that. So they're not free till like after dinner time. And it's not to say it's impossible, but it's just that's where all the demand is in the evening. They always say like between 5 p.m. and 10, like Beijing time. That's what they always say. Okay, let's go down this. I wanted to go right. I see some buildings down here. At least it'll be a building. And if I'm not mistaken, this should be going towards the ocean. I don't know, I'm all mixed up. We'll see if my phone dies. I forget what it's at now. Bentley in Cambodia. Yeah, the wealth divide is crazy. Like sometimes you'll see a Lamborghini next to then there's a homeless single mother sitting on the curb next to it. See, I just posted a video about dating, and then after, it was 2 videos ago, because one just came out yesterday about the mistakes people make when they're packing their luggage. And it's usually, the bottom line is that you try to bring way too much stuff because you're like, well, what if this, and just in case, and what if it's cold one morning, I need to have two hoodies, and like, you literally should only bring like 4 t-shirts, 2 shorts, 5 undies or something, and that's it. And like anything else, if you're, what about this? Well, what about this? You could just buy it when you get here. So you only need enough to survive like 3 days, and then because when you first land, you might not go shopping on your first day, but you know what I mean? You just need some clothes to walk out to the market, and then you can just buy everything when you get here. That's basically the moral of that video. Like, don't carry around all these extra things, and then you get a good flight deal, but then the deal goes away because you have all these checked bag fees and paying for extra weight. And you can go check those out. Okay, I have a good feeling. I'm seeing building roofs in the distance, and it's more like looking like where I want it to be. See if we can find that miniature Independence Monument. Be interesting to see this place in like 25 years. This will all be like developed and nice, and roads and everything. Tom, how much Khmer can you speak? I want to hear it. Basically 0. Verse. I think Tom made a video in Euro Park in Phnom Penh. Yeah, I did. Every time I travel, I only take or carry a backpack only. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, Euro Park. It's this area near Phnom Penh. Holy cow, this parrot or something. And they have all these monuments, like a miniature Big Ben and a miniature Sydney bandshell, and all these monuments from around the world are all in this one park. And it just happens to be in a really rich area. I keep expecting to look down one of these roads and see the mini Independence Monument. For some reason, I have a good feeling about this road right here. But yeah, there was a really fancy area, big columns and archways, stone archways, and I think it's big Chinese money there, big time. Just so sunny, I can't see the name, but someone's saying, thanks for the great videos. I'm taking the family to Cambodia next month, scouting for early retirement. Cool. Verse. Australia Opera House, big wedding hall, and a few other places in Euro Park. My wife designed those. Oh, nice. We're never going to find this Independence Monument. Hey Tom, what other countries have you visited in Southeast Asia? I've been to Thailand, in Thailand I went to Phuket and Bangkok and Krabi. What's the and from Krabi you take a little boat over to, oh yeah, Raleigh Beach, whatever, Raleigh. And then I've been to Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh. And when I went to Ho Chi Minh, I took a bus to Vung Tau one time. So just Thailand, Vietnam, and that's it. Cambodia. Hey, Verse, thank you. Verse just contributed $5 of support. Thank you so much, Verse. I'm out here roasting, sweating my little petunias off. What's over here? This looks like little flags and stuff going on. I just want to look down this road too. Oh my God, a big thing landed on my hand. Okay, it's not down there. Let me just look at this road too. It's starting to look like there's actual street signs and lanes painted. We're getting into town, it seems like, maybe. Yeah. I didn't want to go in this. I think this is the direction away from my hotel, but I'm getting a better feeling. Doesn't this look like